Let's do another collection video, and this one we'll do the NES. This is actually the very first system I owned when I was a kid. I played the Atari on my buddy's system, but actually never owned an Atari. Um, Currently, I have 80 games for the NES, and I guess my background with the NES is I went to a buddy's house, and he just got one, and he was playing through Castlevania, and it's kind of a single player game, and everyone would just watch the TV while one person played, and then when someone died, hand the control over to someone else to play for a little bit, and so forth. But I just fell in love with the system, and I went home, and my birthday would just happened to be coming up, and my mom was kept asking me, what do you want for your birthday? And I'd always say, I don't know, and I still do that to this day, because really I don't need much. Um, but she kept asking me, and I said, what, I want a Nintendo. And she kind of thought about it, and would ask me a little while later, what do you want for your birthday? Mom, I want a Nintendo. And really, that's the only thing I wanted. Unfortunately, I didn't get one for my birthday. Um, but shortly after, we went to Buffalo, and we were at the Walden Galleria. And there's a little kiosk for video games, and this guy was selling NES systems with games and all that. And my stepfather and my mom kind of talked to him about it, and I was getting really excited because I'm seeing all these NES games, right in front of me. They basically worked out a deal where I get the action set, so it came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, the Light Phaser and Light Gun, and two games of my choice. And the two games I picked out were Super Mario Brothers 3 and Baseball Stars. And back in those days, I mean, you really didn't have like IGN or Metacritics to, you know, see if a game is good or not. You kind of just have to go by the box art, and I kind of miss those days. But it really sucked when you drop down, a shitload of money on a game, and then it sucked. So, things change, but sometimes they change for the better. Even still, I kind of miss those days. So, anyways, yeah, those were the first games I got, and unfortunately, I don't have the system anymore. I actually don't even know what happened to it. I ended up getting the Genesis, and the NES kind of disappeared, so I don't know what happened to that. But when I got back into video games, I went on to eBay, and I was looking around, and at that time I had a PS3. I was looking around, going, "Oh man, I really wish I could play these NES games that I had before." Even though I was playing them on the Game Boy Advance, it's still not like playing it on a big screen. So I just looked on eBay and was looking at games and systems, and it came to me, wow, I can still buy these things. At the time I was a little naive about it, and was very kind of amazed that I could buy stuff that I had when I was a kid, and people still had this stuff to sell and I guess collect. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the collection. The very first game here is 10 Yard Fight, 1942, 1943, Asterax, I probably butchered that one, Baseball, Beetlejuice, Bionic Commando. Funny thing about this one is I played it when I was a kid, and then I got the remake on the PS3. And when I picked this up again for a second time, I put it in, and I had this weird feeling that I was playing the exact same game, and I just played it recently. Well, sure enough, I played it on the PS3 and an exact port, just with updated graphics, so go figure. Blades of Steel, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. I did have Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Unfortunately, I do buy and sell games, and I had a listing on eBay for Simon's Quest because I had an extra copy. Well, little did I know, I accidentally sold that copy, and then the one on eBay, I forgot to take the listing down, and that one sold as well. So I had to, instead of canceling order and pissing the guy off, I shipped him out my copy of Simon's Quest because it was my mistake. Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, Cobra Triangle, Contra, Darkwing Duck, Donkey Kong Classics, Double Dragon 1, Double Dragon 2, and Double Dragon 3. DuckTales. I absolutely loved this game when I was a kid. And even the one on the remake on the Wii and PS3 and Xbox 360 is an amazing game. Excitebike, Faxanadu, Final Fantasy, Galaga. It's actually a really good port of the arcade. Ghosts and Goblins, Gyromite, and I did look in this one. I actually made a video about this, one of my first videos, checking to see if the Famicom converter was inside, and it's not. Ikari Warriors, Kirby's Adventure, Kung Fu, Life Force, Metroid, Mickey Mousecapade. Next up is actually a pretty rare game. I found this at a Goodwill. I think I paid $6 for it. It's Mighty Final Fight. It's basically like the Final Fight series on the Super Nintendo, but the characters are a lot smaller. They kind of look like kids. Next up is Narc, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden 2, Power Blade, Pro Wrestling, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, RC Pro-Am, Rad Racer, Rad Racer 2, Russian Attack, Skater Die, Skater Die 2, Shadow of the Ninja, Spy vs. Spy, Star Tropics. This is actually Star Tropics 2, Super C. This is Contra 2 basically. Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Next up is Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Spike V-Ball with Nintendo World Cup. These are actually really fun games. Tetris 2, Tiger Heli, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, Track and Field 2, The Uncanny X-Men, WCW Wrestling, Xevious, WWF WrestleMania, Yoshi, Yoshi's Cookie, and my final last loose game is The Legend of Zelda. And I did pay $25 for this back when I first started collecting, recollecting my NES collection. I actually picked this up at a Waterloo Video Game Swap, which is kind of funny. Probably about 5 years ago. Moving on to my box collection, I had to get Baseball Stars Complete in Box just because it was one of the 2 games that I first bought when I got the NES. So Baseball Stars is Complete in Box. Next up is Batman, Dr. Mario, the all-new Family Feud, Golf, Knight Rider, Metal Gear. I got this actually when I picked up Baseball Stars off one seller. Super Mario Brothers 3. I had to get this complete in box as well, along with Baseball Stars. I had this game loose for the longest time, and I was looking through the free ads on Kijiji back when you could actually find stuff for free. And someone was giving away a ton of boxes for absolutely nothing for the NES and SNES. Only problem was is they lived about an hour away from me, but because I wanted this box and it was in mint condition, and even it still has the price tag, original price tag, it's a little faded, but I drove out there to go get it, so that's how badly I wanted it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Another box that I picked up an hour away was Tetris. To the Earth. Got this at a Goodwill along with Knight Rider and Batman. And the only reason I picked it up is a light gun game, but it absolutely sucks. And the very last game is Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. And again, I found this at a Goodwill back when you could find stuff like this at a Goodwill. So, anyways, that is my NES collection. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, take care.